Welcome to this micro lesson on AI project success. Before building any AI model, there is one critical step that many teams ignore: defining the right problem. In AI projects, success rarely starts with algorithms. It starts with understanding the business problem. In this lesson, we will explore why defining the AI problem clearly is essential before building any model, and how this step prevents many AI projects from failing before they even begin.
Let's start with the most important principle in any AI project. AI is not the goal. The goal is solving a real business problem. Before building any model, we need to clearly identify the challenge the organization is facing. Ask yourself, what decision needs to improve, or what process needs to become more efficient? The focus should always be on business outcomes, not on technology. For example, an organization might want to reduce fraud, improve customer support response time, or predict equipment failures before they happen. When the business problem is clearly defined, the AI solution becomes much easier to design. Another key step is defining the decision you want the AI system to improve. AI works best when it supports a specific prediction or decision. A common mistake is starting with a vague statement like, "We want to use machine learning." That is not a problem definition. Instead, define a clear objective. For example, predicting which customers may churn, detecting fraudulent transactions, or recommending the best product to a customer. When the decision is clearly defined, the model objective becomes clear as well. Once the problem and decision are clear, the next step is identifying the required data. First, we need to understand what data sources exist and whether the data is structured or unstructured. Next, we evaluate whether we actually have enough training data and whether that data is clean, reliable, and usable for modeling. Remember, data is the heart of every AI system. Without quality data, even the most advanced model cannot learn effectively. That is why in the CPMAI methodology, the data understanding phase evaluates data feasibility before any model development begins. Before building any AI model, we must clearly define what success looks like. This starts with business KPIs, for example, reducing customer support response time by 80%. These targets must be defined before development begins. Next, we define model metrics, such as detecting 90% of fraudulent transactions. Model performance should always connect directly to business outcomes. Finally, we establish acceptable error rates and measurable impact, like increasing recommendation conversion by 15%. If success is not clearly defined, the AI solution cannot be properly evaluated. Before starting any AI model development, it is important to validate a few key questions. First, what business problem are we solving? Second, what decision will the AI system improve? Third, what data is actually available for training and analysis? Fourth, what AI approach best fits this specific problem? And finally, how will we measure success once the solution is deployed? Answering these 5 questions helps ensure that the AI project starts with a clear objective and a strong foundation. Let's summarize the key takeaways from this lesson. AI projects often fail when teams skip the business understanding phase. Before choosing algorithms, it is essential to map the business problem to the right AI pattern. Data feasibility is just as important as model development. Without the right data, the model cannot succeed. And remember, both business KPIs and technical metrics must be defined before building any model. If you want a deeper breakdown of these concepts, you can find the full explanation in the Udemy PMI CPMAI prep course. The link is in the bio. And with that, I'll see you in the next lesson.